Hello, welcome to day 23 of crypto trading, my crypto trading journey, and today is the 25th of July. You know what that means. We got a couple of stuff to talk about. Today is Bitcoin conference day 1. I did do some looking into what's been going on for this Bitcoin conference. It seems like the first 2 days are kind of irrelevant. The good day where the good stuff is going to happen, well, I realistically only looked up when is Donald Trump going to be speaking, and that's going to be on the 27th. So that's Saturday. Today is Thursday. So we got 2 more days to see any real market impact, depending on whatever Trump says, or I don't know what other people are going to say, because, RFK Jr. is going to be there talking at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. It has already started, so, I mean, we did see some recovery today. I would say we're looking at the 1 hour chart here for Bitcoin. We started an uptrend. We changed trends from down. The super trend is pointing up for Bitcoin, and we got our two moving averages that are also pointing in the upward direction, which is a good thing. We do want the price of Bitcoin to go up. It did cross the 66,000 mark, currently at 66,300, up 1.22%. What is not up to date is Ethereum. It is down 3.61% and possibly going to hit positive territory. Oh yeah, I did make a little trade here, which I won, by the way, but that's not on this account. Don't worry about that. Overall, the price of Ethereum is 3,191. It did dip down to 3,000, what is this? $3,085, which good DCA opportunity to those who were able to reach for that, because it bounced off of this Fibonacci line that I had marked. I don't even know how old this Fibonacci is. I just hope it's not too old. Although, I probably would have to change it. Okay, I used it over here, where I was checking whenever the price dropped, where would be the possible rebounds, right? I think that would have to now be changed from here until here. I might have to do that right now. Just going to readjust the macro levels. Okay, yeah, here we got something similar regardless. I think these Fibonacci levels are a bit better. Just making sure that these are correctly placed. And I will lock it in place so that we don't accidentally move it, because that can be crucial when it comes to analysis. So yeah, we did bounce right over here. And another support level, of course, being the 3,000 or the 2,900 mark, which we have not reached. Seems like things are turning around a little bit, but we did have a huge sell-off, which we do have some news about that, which we will talk about soon, so don't worry. I didn't check what we were at in the 1 hour chart. Still considered a downtrend, although we are kind of going up from here. I wouldn't operate Ethereum today, to be honest. And let me just show you guys something actually. What I'm doing here now, I added this little column over here. I used to have something else over here that I decided to remove because it's just general statistics of stuff that I can see from here anyways. I felt like I don't really need it. I'd rather have all of the coins that I do operate on this chart here that we see. And then the trend, I indicate whether it's uptrend, neutral trend, or a downtrend, which I do have to edit the rest of these as I will go on reviewing the market. So that's what I have planned for now. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not going to operate Ethereum. Looks like it is going to switch, and I feel like it will. Ripple has not crossed the green moving average above the red one, so no operation for Ripple. I'm just going to mark it as yellow for neutral. You guys can't see it, it's off screen, but I'm adjusting these levels so that I don't have to like physically write it down and try to look at it in my dark room. It's a bit difficult that way, so I figured this way is a bit easier. I could just refer to that chart and make more use out of the Excel, right? Chainlink also going down. I didn't read the levels for a Ripple, my bad. It's down 2.03% at 60 cents. It's down 2%. It's showing green for like a split second there. That's odd. Okay, Chainlink is down 1.69%. Still considered a downtrend. Not really where, I mean, it still is, but I feel like it's going to come up. Same situation as Ethereum. I probably would rather not operate it until we get a clear market trend, because this is on the other side of the moving averages. It's still not going, you know, below the moving averages. This would be considered a proper downtrend because we're below the moving averages. In this case here, we're above the two moving averages, and they still haven't done a bullish cross, right? So I wouldn't enter that yet. In the meantime, we'll just leave it there. Price of Chainlink is $13.09. Litecoin is down 2.17%. Price is $69.67. That is cheap. It dropped to 67. What time was this? 10 p.m. last night? No, 10 a.m. Yeah, because this is 24-hour chart. I'm not used to 24-hour, I mean, not chart, 24-hour time frame. Okay, but it's fine still. We wouldn't operate Litecoin either, so Chainlink, Litecoin, I'll keep it neutral for now. Cardano is the next coin. It's up 1.05% somehow, but nope, no uptrend yet, and I feel like it's in a neutral territory. I wouldn't operate this either. Price is 39 cents. And yeah, we'll just mark it as neutral as well. A lot of neutral, so only Bitcoin is in the green, well, in the uptrend at least for now. Solana is our next coin. It's down 0.18%. Not too much movement here. It's still at 174, which is a good thing. Despite everything else dropping, Solana has been pretty strong, keeping its levels. So yeah, $174.18 for Solana, not too bad. It's done the moving average crossing, right? But the super trend still indicates it's in a downtrend. So I will not operate Solana today because I feel like we're in a bit of that neutral territory. Polygon Matic, we have not operated yet. It has not given us any good opportunities, to be honest, as well. Still considered in a downtrend here, although price is crossing over the two moving averages, so I will not operate this one either. Matic stays neutral. So far, still only Bitcoin. Let's see if Binance gives anything different. It is up, but the super trend is still pointing a little bit down. I have these uptrends, which are no good anymore. This one might still be good if I just adjust it, probably. I had this up to here. We'll keep it for now. I won't really change it. Yeah, no point in changing that. Let's go back to 1 hour chart. Price of Binance is 574. Upsettingly, I was hoping it would go over the 600 mark, which it kind of stopped over here at 604, 605, and then started to dip again. We're back down to $574.58. But overall, it's a green day today. It did have a big dip yesterday, but yeah, still overall recovering. It's done the bullish moving average crossover. Who is texting me? Garbage. Ethereum breaks 3,200. I just got notified. Let's confirm that movement. It indeed did. It just broke this. That's nice. Okay, so Ethereum is starting to come back up. I think the market is recovering in general. There is some news that can push it down. But I mean, today's the Bitcoin conference. That's why Bitcoin is up 3% now. Huge. It's climbing up a lot. Okay, I should probably quickly look for any movements that it can give me. No, nothing yet. It would have been good at, what is it, 7:50 p.m. It's currently 9:10 p.m. So no movement here for me to enter. That's fine. Well, let's look at the other stuff in the meantime. We were at Binance. That's done. Let's look at Phantom. Phantom is doing terrible at 44 cents. Kind of bouncing off. It seems like this is the floor for most of the coins. Do I even have a Fibonacci on Phantom? I don't. I need to see some levels. So let me see if I can draw one out quick. Like, there's barely much to draw out here if I was to draw a Fibonacci. Like, this is such a tiny up movement to 54 cents. The rest has just been down and down and down, and it's still going down. It respected this trend line, I would say. I have this marked over here. I'm just going to drag it over here because we get the idea. It still starts from here, bounces here, and bounces here as well. So still technically in a downtrend. This uptrend is garbage. This one, it did also kind of break, as it did with most stuff. I'll just remove it for now and see if I can draw a Fibonacci because still am that's not a Fibonacci. This is a Fibonacci. Just to see any possible price bounces, which it did that exactly right over here. That's why it's important to have these drawn out. Yeah, the last level it should have bounced off of before it reached its last minimum again, which this was like when everybody had ultra fear in the market, and we were pretty close to that somehow. I don't know. Phantom has just not been having too much of a movement here. It is trying to come back up here, trying to break that 44 cents mark. If it does go a little higher, then yeah, of course, 46, 48, and 50. Every 2 cents, it seems like it's gonna have to climb up until it reaches the next maximum, or 54 cents. But still, 54 cents is super cheap. It should have gone to at least like over 60, I would have expected. 63, we have a resistance. 61, yeah, still has some room to climb up before we see those levels again. Okay. And as of now, I think, yeah, no real trend. I wouldn't operate this either, so I'll keep myself neutral. I think I was neutral on Binance and Phantom. Let's look at Not. Not is starting to climb up as well a bit. Did we enter a trade? July 24. No, these are the last two trades. We didn't enter a trade yesterday. Yesterday I streamed in Spanish. We didn't have any trades there. So nothing here. I think we could just delete this. That was a failed trade, unfortunately. But I mean, yesterday, well, the day before actually, I showed you guys the 5 positions that I entered, the most positions I've ever entered in the streaming. And 2 of them were good. 3 of them were bad. I lost 300 because the 3 were bad. But because the 2 were good, there's 200 gain on each one. So 200 and 200, that was 400 of gain. And 400 minus 300, I made 100, basically. So I'm fine there, I think. We're back to the total equity. I'll show you guys more details of that later. But yeah, we are still up. We're still fine. But it is day 23, and we're not where I would like us to be, but slowly getting there, tweaking the strategy little by little until we find something that actually works, and then, you know, it'll take us to better places. Notcoin, yeah, neutral on Notcoin as well, since we are getting that bullish cross, but still indicating a downtrend in the super trend, which we also have to respect. Pepe coin is down 1.59%. Well, sorry, I didn't read. Notcoin is up 4.27%, and the price is 1 penny with 38 millipennies. I don't know what you call them. And then Pepe is price is 0.0011. Is this marking the moving averages? Oh yeah, it should. It's fine. Okay, and still considered a downtrend, but price is crossing above the moving averages. I would not enter Pepe either. Really, it's only Bitcoin, it seems like. Unless Toncoin has something special. It's down 1.22%. No, kind of the same thing as Notcoin and the rest of the other coins, where prices above the moving averages, still considered a downtrend. We're about to get the cross very soon as well. So I would not operate this looking for any shorts. I don't think it's going to be worth it. So crazy. Everything neutral except for Bitcoin. Let's go back to Bitcoin to see if we find anything. Yeah, perfect uptrend right here. Super trend is up. The moving averages are crossing up. Somebody must have said something special at the Bitcoin conference right now. That's probably why it's going up. But we have to wait for this. Yeah, I like this correction that's kind of happening right now. We need to see a bit of a downtrend and then another swing toward the upside, which I think is possible. I stream for about 40-50 minutes. We're at 14 minutes in, 15 minutes almost. So yeah, likely to see that. So I'll keep this open for here. And let's go into the news. Barack Obama has spoken that, well, he has not endorsed Kamala Harris because he doesn't think she can beat Donald Trump. I'm pretty sure this is a bit old news, but something similar happened with Joe Biden, where he said also that he used to not endorse Kamala Harris to be the president if he were to drop out. But lo and behold, when he did drop out, he does indeed endorse Kamala Harris, and then now we have this, right? Apparently, Obama is doing the same thing. I don't know how much of a say he has in this, if Kamala decides to run or not. Ultimately, it's up to her. And that's why I titled the stream, Is She Any Good for Crypto? Right? What will happen? Well, the Ripple CEO actually mentioned that Kamala Harris could reset the US crypto regulation. So that's not good. That's not too good for crypto, is it? There's another thing that's been going on as well. The Biden-Harris administration wages all-out war on the crypto industry for 4 years. Despite all of this, Kamala is still invited to the Bitcoin conference, which is going on right now in Nashville, and also given a chance to speak to our industry and reset the relationship. However, as I have covered this before, I mean, the rumor was, it turns out she was invited to it. But people took that as, oh my gosh, she's also going to be speaking there, same as Trump, same as RFK Jr., same as Kathy Wood, same as Vivek. But apparently she declined that invitation. What does she do? She declines. She can't even take the first step and show up to start mending fences. So now this crypto bros took that personally. They're saying, okay, we were not going to forget this and will not show any mercy in November when it comes to election times. Which, I mean, fair enough, I guess, if that's your stance. She also there's like a quote of her saying, oh, Bitcoin is for criminals, something that only delinquents use to, do money laundering and illegal stuff. And then on the other hand, you have Trump that says the US needs a strategic Bitcoin reserve, which that's what the crypto bros want to hear. And hopefully he does mention something like that during his speech at the Bitcoin conference, which I looked it up. It's going to be on the 27th on Saturday. So let's hope for something good. Maybe some good price movement. Apart from that, he's also raising $4 million in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency from campaign donations. So more use cases for crypto, always good. I just covered news as well yesterday that Ferrari in Europe is accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. If you want to buy a Ferrari with your Bitcoin, you can. Or maybe just wait a couple more years and maybe you can buy it for cheaper or something. I don't know. Depends on what you want to do. But I would never sell my Bitcoin or use my Bitcoin to actually purchase something. Personally, I don't think I would do that. Because I feel like I should hold on to that. It's like treasure to me. But yeah, that's what we have there. And then apparently Kamala Harris has opened a new TikTok. I'm pretty sure US Congress people or senators or vice presidents are not supposed to have... Can presidents have TikTok? Because there was this big news. Use TikTok. Yeah, so as of April 2023, 34 out of the 50 states have announced or enacted bans on state government agencies, employees, and contractors from using TikTok on government-issued devices. Okay, on government-issued devices. I guess that's probably a loophole around there, because they were blaming TikTok of using spyware because of a Chinese company is the parent company. They want them to sell the ownership to some other company that does not belong to the Chinese, right? Because they fear that they might be spying on the congressman. So that was a big thing I remember last year. But I mean, apparently she's on TikTok, so there you go. She's the vice president. I guess she gets to do what she wants. In terms of crypto stuff, here's stuff that we can catch up on. So Ethereum ETFs, we also have to talk about what's been going on with Ethereum ETFs. Let me just pull up a general chart, because what is this? We have a big drop in Ethereum ETFs. So what's been going on is that, well, there's still possibly more trouble due to, well, I have other tabs open explaining what it is. But spoiler alert, it's Grayscale. Grayscale has just so much Ethereum and they're selling a lot. And I looked at how much they have. I don't think that's going to end very quickly, but it's going to turn into one of those, when Bitcoin ETF first came out, again, Grayscale was always selling and making the price dip so much. Just suddenly, just all these quick, sudden dips that you see the price just drop down and then come back up. That's all thanks to Grayscale, and it looks like they're doing the same thing with Ethereum this time. So, I mean, they still have Bitcoin, and they still sell Bitcoin to this day, ever since ETFs launched. So this is going to be a long-term thing, unfortunately. Apart from that, Mt. Gox, they still also have roughly $6 billion, so 90,000 Bitcoin that they still have to pay back to their creditors or people that they owed. That's not too important. Whales buying, that's good, I guess. And Vanex says Bitcoin could hit $2.9 million per coin by 2050. That's in 26 years, almost. If you're willing to wait that long to have almost $3 million, I mean, sure. $3 million in 25 years. Yeah, I think I could survive maybe paycheck to paycheck and then become a millionaire when I'll be 50. Oh my gosh. I'll almost be 50. Yeah, I don't know if I really want to wait that long though. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Anyways, let's go back to this Ethereum talk with the ETFs. So in total, I mean, here's the chart. Just look at that. Yeah, even Grayscale, they have like high fees or something like that they're using, which is also a problem compared to the rest of the funds. And they're also selling the most out of everyone. They sold 140,000 Ethereum compared to others who bought only 5,000, 8,000, 22,000, 1,000, 2,000, and then 700. In total, that's a net outflow of 100,000 Ethereum, which is at like $300 million. And this is going to be happening every single day, almost approximately. There might be some days where it's a bit plus or minus, more or less. But yeah, like, look how much they hold. If they're selling 400 million per day, right? And then they have this much, it's going to go on for a while, right? Fidelity, though, they're actually the one that are buying the most. I thought BlackRock would be the one that buys the most, but for now, it's Fidelity. They're in the lead. They have 22,000 of purchased Ethereum, which is good. Not bad, right? It kind of reduces the weight of Grayscale selling all this Ethereum, right? So it's not constant outflows. There is some inflows as well. But, I mean, Grayscale is just being completely brutal with the selling, honestly. The ETFs or Bitcoin have a net inflow of 45 million, and then yeah, we saw the 100 million Ethereum outflows as well, in total. Yeah, and then Grayscale is continuing to have outflows, right? They're selling $300 million worth of Ethereum. So that's the main thing that's been holding down the price of Ethereum. You might see some sudden spikes up or some sudden spikes down when Grayscale sells or when the other funds decide to buy. Because, yeah, that's just going to be a daily thing. So keep an eye out for that. It's not going to be all bullish. It's not just going to shoot up all the way. But long term, it will do that. So that's nothing to be too scared about. Also, I changed my profile picture to the laser eyes because I saw the crypto bros doing that too. So we got to follow the trend. Anyways, according to the Mt. Gox balance spot, they sent around 10,000 Bitcoin to Bitstamp people now. And from there, they will distribute it to their creditors as well. So we've seen this before, not specifically to Bitstamp, but Mt. Gox will send a lot of Bitcoin to a certain exchange. Like last time I remember seeing them do it was to Kraken. They sent a lot of Bitcoin to Kraken, and then they gave the Bitcoin back to the people who have Kraken as their primary exchange. Seems like they're doing the same with Bitstamp, another crypto exchange, that they will be refunding all these people as well. And as I've shown here, like, it seems as if maybe there's some sell-off going on, but most people are just transferring their Bitcoin and into like cold wallets. They're not selling their Bitcoin. They're still holding on to it, and they plan to hold it for a longer time because they're getting it off the exchanges and holding it on their cold wallets, something that's practically unhackable. Which, yeah, I mean, As long as they don't sell, they don't dip the price, and we keep going up from here, right? Less supply, more demand. That's good for the market. That's the idea of Bitcoin. Marathon Digital Holdings as well. They just bought 100,000. No, what is this? 100 million? I don't even know the numbers. 20,000 Bitcoin. $100 million. There you go. And they're going to use that as their strategic reserve. Marathon Digital Holdings, if you don't know, is like a Bitcoin mining company. Mara, if I find this here. And, I mean, their stock has been going down. Pretty much. But due to this news, they actually had a big up push a little bit. And because they will be using Bitcoin as a holding thing as well. So now the price will resemble more of not just the mining industry of Bitcoin, but Bitcoin itself. Because I don't think they had too much before. Now they do have a lot. So they will use that to also impact how the price moves. So it's going to resemble closely to Bitcoin, I assume. There's that. What else is in the news is we got some economic data today. This is another reason why a lot of the stocks are falling, is because we got the jobless claims that rose, which pretty sure that's good for the economy or something. Let me just go to the actual. Yeah, this is from Thursday. So the GDP, gross domestic product, that's what it is, not the jobless claims. Although there is some over here. That's separate though. The gross domestic product came in better than expected, which means it's good for the economy in general. But that's not good for the stock market. That will make the prices drop, because what that signifies, it gets kind of tricky to explain this, but most likely there is less of a chance of interest rate cuts because inflation is not, it means it's not slowing down and there's no need for it. And it reduces the chances of the interest rate cuts, which that's not what the market likes to see. They want to see interest rate cuts so that the markets can start going up again. So that caused everything to drop. We've actually pushed the S&P 500 Fear and Greed Index to a fear level, right? If we find, what is it, US 500? This is the S&P 500. Yeah. Let me just go to a bigger time frame. So we did have a big drop from that, pretty much. And things like Ford as well, dropping 17%, reaching its lowest level since, I think we haven't seen this level since 2008 or something. They mentioned like a drop like this for Ford company, which is just F. This is more stocks talk, so if you're not interested, too bad. Yeah, we haven't seen this since February 2024, but this kind of a drop, this significant, like that is so much red, has not happened since the 2008, what do you call it? It's 2001, 2011, 2008, they said. The 2008 drop, yeah, something like this we're seeing just now, right? Big drops like that from Ford. Yeah, we broke a lot of levels from that. So there's that. And this is kind of good news, though, is that there's now a 100% chance of a 25% interest rate cut. Not percent, but base points, I guess, is what this BPS stands for. And that's coming by September, according to the CME Fed Watch, which is this thing right here. This is, for example, July 2024, the meeting that's coming up. This is where we currently at. The current target rate is 525 to 550, right? And it's a 90% chance that that is going to stay as it is. There's a 9% chance that they're going to drop the interest rates to this level. Now, if we go to September, remember 525 to 550, that's no longer here. That's gone. There's an 87% chance now that it's going to be at this level, 12% chance that it's going to be at this level, because of the small possibility that they still might cut it in the upcoming meeting in July, which is in 5 days. So coming up very soon, July 31st. But it's 100% now, as this is mentioned, that by September, we should be at this level, which is pretty good news, I guess. We do have to wait, though, to see what happens in the meeting from July to be able to confirm any of that. Other than this, that's pretty much it. OpenAI is actually launching, instead of a chat GPT, they're launching a search GPT. So that's pretty good too. And Netanyahu has visited the United States just to talk about stuff. And yeah, look, it's confirmed that she opened her TikTok account. Like, isn't this not allowed though? Yeah. Or maybe does Trump have a TikTok account too? Donald Trump TikTok. I guess he does have one. Okay. I'm not gonna check it out because I'm not interested. I don't use TikTok. But yeah. Hey, look at this. Skibbity Toilet has a new meme coin now. And it just came out today, like literally today, July 25. I can't wait for this to rug pull, so don't buy it. It's on Jupiter, it's on Radium, based off Solana. Pretty good, pretty good. We are getting possible downtrend from here. I've been thinking, instead of using the 5-minute chart, what if I use the 1-minute chart for my scalping? What do you guys think? Could possibly get into the trade a bit sooner, a bit quicker, at least I would think. And the movements are significantly greater, I feel like. Either I win big time or I just immediately lose. Something simple as that. Because if we're in an uptrend, okay, let's start from here, say, okay? We start with the down slope, and then here we switch to an uptrend in the 1-minute chart, which is fine, I guess. 1-minute chart, let's say, I'll even give you like the highest position, okay? Your stop loss would be below this supposed swing, and 5 ticks below that. From 13 plus 5, that's 18, so it'll be down here, our stop loss. And our take profit would be risking reward 1 to 2, something like this. You can already see where I'm going with this, right? That's an easy take profit. We have a downswing, we have the upswing. We're looking for upswings only because Bitcoin is in an uptrend. You would grab another one of these, and okay, you see here, right? We have this. The last swing is right here, and this is on the 1-minute chart, right? 25 would be our stop loss because we're adding 5 ticks below this swing. Risk reward 1 to 2. This case it did not reach, I think. Oh, almost. If you're smart enough, you would cut your trade up there, but you don't do that. You let the strategy run. Something like that, I feel. Maybe 1-minute chart is better. I'm probably going to start trying that out a bit more frequently, especially if I get desperate for trades or something. I don't know. We'll see. As of right now, we are getting a price correction. I really don't want to wait too long either. So I feel like I'll do that for now. I was going to show you my Excel just to show you guys what I'm talking about here. So here we can see, right, I just indicate whether it is in an uptrend, downtrend, or a neutral trend. Everything I determined to be neutral as of right now. So that's why I decided not to operate them. Bitcoin was the only one that showed a perfect uptrend. So that's in green here for me, indicated that that's the thing that I will be operating. Here's the trades from 2 days ago. I lost on these three, on Toncoin, Knot, and Electronic Gold. What is it called? EGLD. I already forget the name for it. I'll give you the name. EGLD. Multiverse X. Okay, yeah. Has nothing to do with their signals. But yeah. And those ones lost 300 in total. But Ripple and Solana gave me good trades. So in total, it is $98 that we won here, minus commissions, which is $18. It's about $80, whatever. Our current equity is $10,487.32. Started off with 10,000, so we're up 487. Not too bad. And we're in the green for this month, finally. I think we were a bit red. We just got to try to keep positive rate of returns as much as we can. Although I know that in some months, you're not going to go fully green for all of this. You are going to have some red months. That's why it's important to manage your risk. And this is better too, because I get to actually put all the coins that I do care about on this list. And it tells me, you know, I traded Cardano 5 times with a 40% success rate. This is the percentages that I'm losing, right? And Binance rate, I have 100% win rate. Litecoin 100% win rate. Bitcoin only one trade, so 100%. Ethereum bad so far. Toncoin 25% win rate out of 4 trades. So one of them was bad, 3 of them were good. Stuff like that, it's good to keep track of. And then Matic I have not operated yet, nor Chainlink. They are newly added to the portfolio, so yeah. It's going to take a while before we accumulate some data for those. But I hope soon. I really hope soon. Ethereum's still on the floor here. What is this? What are these lines? Is this a Fibonacci? Very old Fibonacci. No, these are just support levels. Yeah, it looks like. They were pretty good too. Yeah, pretty good support resistance levels. You know what? I'll keep them. I don't even remember putting these. I never used blue as a color. Anyways, let's see if we get something here for Bitcoin. So we had our downtrend. That's good. Starting to get some green candlestick movement here. Just opened a new candlestick right here. Okay, possible crossing of these. We're using the 1 minute chart because I'm cheating. Looks like the next candle is going to be a cross. This is a big jump up in price movement. If I was to enter this, I got to get ready with my details. So I will get ready with my stuff. It's probably going to have to be the next candlestick to confirm the upswing. This will be my stop under this swing. 11 plus 5 is 16. That would be my stop. Okay. And we're looking for a risk reward 1 to 2, which we would give a take profit over here, as well as, oh, I don't have it anymore, but probably would have given me a take profit for the other trade that I drew out over here. Or maybe this just dies out and starts going down from here and I've messed myself up. That could still be a possibility. You can never rule that out. 40 seconds left. Oh, it's only a 1 minute. I'm literally waiting for like, okay. I'll enter this now then as fast as I can. Let me do 5x stop loss at 66148.78. Put some money in here to risk 100. It's gonna have to be more than this. Really? 8,000? Okay. Probably have to use more leverage, a lot more leverage, because I'm using the 1 minute chart. Right about here, I think, is fine. Let's go long. All right, so we're there. And our take profit, let me just adjust the level. So this is our open price, 66,315. It's not pasting, that's beautiful. 66315.46, that's our entry. Starting to go up. And 1.92, this has to be 2.02. That's 66,648.54 that I have to add a take profit. And here we go, 66,648.54. 210 is what we gain. Quick. Okay. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Watch from here, it's just going to drop and we lose 100 in 2 minutes. Yeah, that could be the case. That's why we're risking it. If you don't risk, you don't gain. That's the big rules. Because I do need more trades in Bitcoin anyway, so I'm fine with doing this. What does the 5 minute chart look like? Yeah, not too great. This would have given us a good upwards movement. I mean, in the 1 minute chart, if we're doing it like this as well, it won't last too long either, and I might actually be able to do multiple trades per stream while one is already done, perhaps. Okay, let me just go back to 1 hour chart just to boost my confidence again. Yeah, so super trend is in the green. Price is far above the 2 moving averages, which are crossed upwards. This is in general an uptrend. I wonder how far. I think my stop loss might be a little bit too close, is the only issue that I see. It's like really close. But I mean, price going up one more time over here, that's like very, very possible, right? I might as well not use a stop loss because it might even hit it first. But we'll see. This has to take its time and go up. Other than that, though, I won't be able to enter into much trades anyways. So I'm going to end it here then. We're up 40 minutes of streaming time. I've gone through all the news that I had. Unless there's anything special here. Solana can still reach $200. XRP struggling before a 63 cents test. And yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, I agree Solana will reach 200. It's been going very strong. It did a massive recovery, unlike Phantom, where it did not recover. Probably have to get rid of this. Yeah. Yeah, Solana looks good, to be honest. Alright. We're in the negative, but we'll see tomorrow how this turns out. I'm confident that it still could go up from here. Minute by minute, a new candlestick forms and is just ranged underneath this. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks, leave, like, subscribe, and